Hi, today I will be showing you what the three states of matter are. The three states of matter are solids, liquids, and gases. We will also be talking about the 6-phase changes. The 6-phase changes are melting, boiling, sublimation, condensation, freezing, and deposition. We'll first start off by talking about a solid. A solid keeps its shape. The atoms in a solid are in a closed pattern. The atoms in a solid do not move because they are very closely together. A solid is hard, and solids cannot be compressed or squashed because the atoms are very close to each other. I will now be showing you and talking to you about liquid. A liquid is something that we use every single day. We use liquids to wash our hands. We also use liquids to drink. Sometimes we also use liquids to make food. A liquid has no defined shape, but they have a defined volume. The particles in a liquid have more energy and are held together less tightly than a solid. Particles in a liquid flow around easily. I will now be showing you and talking to you about gas. In the mornings, you might see your parent or you make coffee in the morning and you put your kettle to boil and you see some steam come out. That is called gas. Gas has no defined shape or volume. They move around because their particles are everywhere. We will now be talking about the 6-phase changes. We will start off by talking about freezing. Freezing is a form of a solid, and freezing happens whenever you put a liquid in your fridge. It happens because the particles get tightly together. We will now be talking about melting. Melting happens whenever something is a solid, such as ice or such as ice cream, and this happens whenever it is felt by heat or heat touches it, it starts to melt and turn into a liquid. I will be moving on and we'll be talking about sublimation. Sublimation is in the process of which ice turns into a gas, and in this state, sublimation, it skips a process and it passes the liquid state instead of going through it. It passes it and it skips it, so it just goes into a gas state. We will be moving on, and now we will be talking about deposition. Deposition is a laying down sediment, and sediment can be carried by wind. And also, stuff that can be carried by wind are sometimes pebbles, sand, or mud. And this happens when all these things start to form, such as pebbles when they're carried, it's a solid. We will now be moving on to condensation. When gas is in the air and whenever you get something cold, such as a drink, and you open the door and the air gases that are in the air get in contact with the cold surface of the drink, turns into little droplets. This is called condensation. We will be moving on to evaporation. Evaporation happens when a liquid changes into a gas or vapor, and this happens because when the molecules of liquid collide, they transfer energy, which makes that turn into evaporation. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope I helped you out and hope that I helped you learn a little bit more about matter and the 6 phase changes. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.